What up, folks? Sammy Original Guy here, aka Mr. Cannon from Advance Wars by Web, bringing you another part of this wonderful little ROM hack. Back in the Black by Ephraim225. We have ourselves a pretty good day ahead of us here, because we are in the Blue Moon territory, and it has been quite a little while since we started streaming this. It's been about, I don't know, 3 weeks or so since we actually carried on with this. So I'm happy to be back, and I'm happy to get right to it, folks. Now, for those of you that have been maybe following along, I don't know, maybe you have, maybe you haven't. But I apologize for the delay here, because it has been a very sick-filled couple of weeks in my house. My child has got sick, I've got sick, my wife got sick, everybody got sick, and then everybody got sick again. So, yeah, it's been tough. Also, with the APC 2 tournament going on, I didn't really want to stream during those times, because I felt like everybody was probably all streamed up. But anyways, we're here, folks. Hello, Cannon Fodder, Mr. MT. How are you doing today, Mr. Sir? We're going to continue on here with the battles here. The battle for Blue Moon's Oceans now commences. Volkner! What did you do with the map I lent you earlier? Safely tucked away in a high-security naval base. The same naval base the enemy is currently approaching! They won't have nearly enough time to find it. Zabat. Zabat. What was Zabat's name? Zabat is Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo. It's not going to find it, Scooby-Doo. After committing the map to memory, I made it impossible to access. If that's the case, you should have just destroyed it. The plan is still intact for now, but you must not lose that map. Understood. I'll make sure they don't capture the... Silence! You never know who could be listening. See, now this is a man of logic. Scooby-Doo, he is a man of logic. I'm telling you, it's like, if you committed the map to memory, why would you just not destroy the map? Why would you just not destroy the map? It just seems pretty obvious to me. It seems pretty obvious that you would just destroy the map if you know the map. That way the enemy will not be able to get the map, and you will be forever successful in your endeavors. But unfortunately, Volkner, the punching bag of Black Hole over here, obviously is going to be making some mistakes. And we all wonder why this guy is a punching bag, but I mean, it's kind of obvious now. Anyways, I need to sort of refresh myself with these COs. So F is a self-proclaimed pilot. This is the Drake. So that's Drake. And Volkner, he's like annoying when people are around him. Alright. So what about Evan? What was Evan all about? Snowboarder. Units who begin their move. Okay, so rivers give them... Rivers and mountains have +1. They have -1 when they're moving from forests or reefs. Okay. Alright. Alright, I'm trying to remember this. Ogo. Welcome to the stream. This is actually the... This is the Back in the Black ROM hack by Ephraim225. So, Back in the Black. That's what it is. Yes, Sulfurant. Ooh, this ROM hack. We're back! We're back again, folks. Anyways, we're gonna be playing F. Because Drake. And the other guy's a little bit too complicated for me, you know? It's too complicated. +1 movement, -1 movement. That's too much. It's too much math. We're not about math over here. Well, we're about limited amounts of math. But some math. Alright. Hey, sailor. I'm parched. What's in the treasure chest? Well, that would be a chest. What else? A bottle of rum. Yeah, there we go. You can't drink that in the middle of sailing, can you? I hear Drake does it all the time. That would explain his jolly nature. That would explain his jolly nature. You're going to want to pass this time. Look at that armada. It's the biggest one yet so far. There's got to be treasure here. You're basing that on this place being the most well-guarded? Well, it's supposed to be worth taking them out anyway, so let's set sail. All right, that's my line, buddy. Ah, stole the line. I stole the line, folks. Can't be doing that. Can't be stealing lines. All right, so what do we got going on here, folks? What do we got going on? This is some kind of a mission. Some kind of a mission. Okay, so there is a buttload of Navy all around here. That's a battleship. Alright, so that's what that button does. I got my controller working, by the way, folks. Got the controller working, so we are going to have to watch out for that, you know. New buttons. Very, very complicated stuff. What do you mean we don't get any free shots right away? Alright. Subs can move through rivers, folks. So we have to watch out for that. That's quite the armada. Quite the armada. I don't know exactly how we should approach this, necessarily. Let's see. How many subs are over here? So there's no subs up north. So what we're going to do is we're going to send all the battleships up north. And then we are going to put one cruiser right here. And then, yeah, that's it. That's all we're going to have to do, folks. That's pretty much, like, that's game right there. 100% game. There's nothing they can do. They're out of options. They got nothing. We're going to put 2 rockets right there. And I don't know, we're just going to move these guys over here. Maybe this guy will go here. I don't know. Wild. Wild, wacky stuff, man. Alright. How far do these cruisers move? I'm pretty sure cruisers are, like, pretty beefed up as well. Pretty beefed up. So, go here. Do a little Diverino. Diverino. And Diverino. Put them in a line because it looks better than putting them in the optimal other line. And what are the terms? We have, like, certain terms? Rout the enemy or capture the HQ. Okay. Wait, what did that say? Capture the lab for a pipe runner. Where's the pipe runner? Oh, there's the lab. Okay. Neat. Folks, we can get a pipe runner. Alright. I'm all for it. I'm all for the pipe runner, folks. Let's get it. Oh, yeah, there's missiles. Okay, so we have to watch out for the missile. The missile. Oh, there are subs up north. Okay. Missile. Missile is going to be a problem. How much damage did we do? 47! Holy moly. All right. That's nice. That's nice. That's good damage right there. Alright. But can we can't really attack everything now, can we? I'm gonna do that. Alright. We are going to go 100%. Bruh! Guys. Drake. It's what Drake would be if he was actually, like, you know, overpowered. Does this battleship have a... Ooh, he doesn't have a shot on me. So I am going to attack the cruisers. So we don't have to deal with the cruisers so much. I remember this guy was there. Yeah, we can't forget about him. Get rid of that guy. A bing bada boom. Oh, that was the wrong one. Okay. And this guy will go over there. That's okay. Only one can stay there, and that's fine. So we definitely do want to keep the cruiser safe. What does the normal one do? We can do 1 global damage and cut everybody's fuel pretty significantly. Do I want to do that? Do I want to use just the normal power? Or do I want to save for the super? I mean, we will have the super next turn. Because he's going to attack one of these guys right here with the battleship. So that's kind of a given. He can't get to the missile. Okay. I'm going to save it. We'll save it. We're going to go for Scop. I'm going to Scop it up. Can you survive my attack? I don't know. Probably. The bullet barrage. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Wow. That was a lot of damage. Oh, he scouted me. Oh, that's not good. Also, how is everybody tonight? Are you guys doing fine? You guys doing good? Wave goodbye to your troops. I get it. Because it's a wave. Wow. Beautiful. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Glad to hear you're doing good. Look at all that. Look at all that DPS. I think I will totally just sacrifice this to do more damage to that. I mean, we probably won't really be needing the rocket very much after this, so it's probably fine. $62. I'm pretty sure he submerged a guy here, right? Yeah. Okay. Can we shoot air? Wait, we can shoot dive subs? What? Oh my god, that's OP. That's absolutely broken. Subs? Subs are rendered like completely useless now. Like, what are you even supposed to do? What are you supposed to do with that? You can just shoot them? Absolutely wild. Anyways, I'm trying to get my chat box here so I can see it. Okay. So I just got into Advance Wars by Web recently. I played the game as a kid so much. I've been emulating it on my phone for years, and YouTube finally showed me some creators like me, and you got into it. You and Kessler make me laugh. 2 favorite players. Well, that's good. I am very happy that you got into the Advance Wars by Web. Everybody needs to get into the Advance Wars by Web. It's just a good time. And Kessler, he's a pretty funny guy, man. I'm gonna admit, out of most of the YouTubers that I have discovered that play Advance Wars, he's probably one of my favorite. That and the other guy that's in the chat here, Mr. Soul for Rent. Very funny guy. We call him, or I don't know if anybody else calls him it, but I call him the Map Wizard because he's a wizard and he makes maps. So that's another guy that makes Advance Wars content. But there's tons and tons of people that make really good content. On my channel, I have links to most of the people. Soul for Rent. That's his name. On my channel, At the very bottom of the home page, I actually have a huge list of all the people that I have discovered that play Advance Wars content, and I've compiled a huge list of them, and I have links to all their accounts, YouTube accounts, on my channel. So there's lots of people that you're actually able to go and check out doing it that way. So lots of cool people, lots and lots of cool content. Indeed. Hello, Mace Windex. How are you? I'm gonna freak out on audio. No, 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 no. He's saying no for some reason, and I don't know why. But nobody ever knows why. Freaking out on audio does the things that he does. Oh, that's your Shia LaBeouf impression. Running for your life from Shia LaBeouf. See if I can just capture this and, like, nothing bad will happen. Also, check out Humita. Oh, I still got to... Ooh, you know what? Yeah. I mean, like, the best... well, I'm not going to necessarily say the best, because everybody's perspective on people that they watch is usually a lot different, right? So, what one person might consider the best, other people might consider, you know, not the best, right? But... I'll say probably, like, you know, the top people out there are probably just the Deegis and the Mangs and the Humita. Humita, with the flippin', like, Humita is an absolute monster because he came out with the flippin' APC tournament and it was hugely successful and everybody loves it. And now Humita is elevated to the status of, like, you know, epic man. So you gotta, if you have not checked out the APC tournament on Humita's channel, you should definitely go check that out, because I actually got to be featured as one of the commenters or commentators on that, so that was a lot of fun. I had a good time speculating on who's who. But yeah, wonderful content creator, wonderful person. But yeah, there's lots of solid people out there, lots of solid people. Any one of them would be very, very fun to watch. All right, we're just gonna land. That's it. We're just landing. How many did I guess right? I guessed 3. I only guessed 3. I guessed Starflash, obviously. Guessed Starflash. I guessed Talus, and I guessed Days of Plague, and that was it. So, you know. I didn't do too bad. But then you got flipping Kessler over there guessing every single one of them somehow. How he did it, I don't know. I have absolutely no idea how it was possible or how he did it, but he figured it out somehow. So props to him. That was pretty cool. Yes, I watched that video. I did watch that video. And some of it did make sense. There was a couple things that he said that made a lot of sense, so that was good. I was still hoping that, I don't know, you know what? I kind of over-convinced myself that the big fella was Azrael, because I just wanted it to be Azrael so badly. Because I wanted that underdog win, you know? But Chloe Box was an amazing player. I shouldn't say is an amazing player. So, I mean, she definitely deserves the win. Any one of those guys really deserve the win, to be completely honest. They're all, like, super good. Super good players. I wanted the cup to come home to Canada, though. That's what I wanted. But either way, we didn't get what we want, and that's perfectly fine. Next year, if there's an APC tournament next year, we're bringing it home next year. It's happening. Somebody's gonna do it. All I know is it's not gonna be me. I am not gonna do it. I would not be able to do it. I don't have that power. We fire the same distance. Thank you, freaking out on audio. I will continue to wear the glasses throughout the entire stream. If I can possibly stand it. Which I think I should be able to. It should be fine. So it'll be good. Thank you for dropping in. Okay, we're just gonna capture. We're capturing, and then we're gonna figure it out. All right. No, at this rate, they'll have the base overrun. Yeah, we're overrunning that base. I must retreat and prepare an impenetrable defense.
Mission complete.
It's only gotta do APC 3. It's only gonna grow. Could be the start of something massive. So much fun. It is the start of something massive, and I'm telling you, it probably. Well, I mean, it's probably the most anticipated event in Advance Wars. So whether Humita actually decides that he wants to put it on again, or if somebody else puts it on, either way, I feel like it needs to just continue. It definitely does need to continue. In one way or another. Unfortunately, with my time schedule, I would never be able to put on an event such as that. I would maybe be able to put on like a one-day event, but that's about it. Somebody might have spit in his cornflakes, Adept, and it might have been me. Actually, you know why he's sad? Is because I just rolled up and I stole his map. And the lore is, he memorized the map, but he didn't destroy the map. He was like, I'm gonna memorize the map and then I'm gonna hide it away so that my enemies can't find it. And then, you know, Scooby-Doo came up and he was like, oh, that's a bad idea. You're dumb. You're stupid. Everybody hates you. And he was like, yeah, well, I mean, they're never gonna get it. And then boom, you know what happened? Classic hero moment where you rush in and you get the map. That's what happened. Classic villain mistake. Rookie mistake. That's what it was. It's a big rookie mistake. Anyways, the final battle is at hand. Destroy the enemy base. Is everyone present? Are we all here? Aye, boss. We are. All accounted for. I've been better. Yeah, Scooby-Doo rambling. That's what we're all about over here. We sure have, but it's time for the climax. That's right. We have their main headquarters in sight. If we beat them here, Blue Moon is free of conflict. For now. We should choose who takes the field carefully. The enemy flies a flag of an officer under Sturm himself. Ooh. We'll just blast him like Andy did in the war. That's right. That's right, my boy. Speaking of Orange Star, I hear they've been in trouble too. Could the enemy be in all 4 countries? John, I hope you're okay. Ah, John Advance Wars, no. Guys, spoiler alert, John Advance Wars is perfectly fine. Alright, let's discuss who will command the main forces. Alright, folks. Alright. If Mr. Cannon... Oh, wait, what did I miss here? Oh, man, I hate when someone... Yeah, I also would not like it if somebody spit in my cornflakes. That would be absolutely atrocious. Adept is somewhat here. Like, kinda, with a hangover. Adept. Adept. You need to get those electrolytes in you. Get the electrolytes in you. Or what did I used to have? When I drank. I've actually been, like, sober for, like, almost... I want to say, like, 9 years. Yeah, about that. About 9 years. So, I haven't drank in, like, a very long time. But I remember that when I did, what I would usually do is the night before I would slam a fat Gatorade right before I went to bed. Fat Gatorade, lots of water, electrolytes. Exactly. Electrolytes are the thing that people crave. So you gotta get them. Gotta get them in the body. Anyways, it's all about hydration is really what it is. Stay hydrated, eat some greasy foods, you know, go to the bathroom. You're pretty much fine at that point. Alright, so if Mr. Cannon didn't say he was sick, I would say he was too. You think I'm sick? Sick AF. That's what I'm talking about. Alright. I've been sick for like a month. I'm not even lying. It's been absolutely bad. But it's getting better slightly all the time. Slightly better all the time. Although I did have to take my kid to the emergency room last week, which was kind of not great. But that's okay. That's a me problem. Anyways, we have to figure out who we're going to be for this match, this map arena. So we have the Magician Jack. So he's all about transport copters. He was kind of a gimmick. I think that's what he was. He was like a transport copter popping up out of nowhere. Gimmicky guy. And we pressed the button, so we're not going to do that again. Alright. Then we have F, which was Drake. This guy's basically Olaf. And this guy is sort of like Colin, but different. This turn, the enemy units adds 40% war profit. So that's like war bonds. Reduce the power meter, break crash. So like war bonds and it's like Sasha in reverse, but with stuff. Okay. I don't know. Who should we be? Who should we be, folks? Which one of these 4 people are we gonna be? Are we gonna be... Which guys? I'm thinking... Richie does sound like a lot of medium tanks. Alright, well, I'll do Richie. Go with Richie, bust out the medium tanks. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna get classy. It's gonna be an absolutely classy game. Oh yeah, the other lore about this is apparently Richie is like a bad guy. He's like a bad guy. He did some bad stuff. He was like funding the war effort on both sides or something in Advance Wars 1. Behind the scenes. Folks, behind the scenes. He's a bad guy. He's kind of a good guy, but kind of a bad guy. Anyway, so we got Scooby-Doo here, and he's saying, well, Volkna, it looks like you're in danger once more. Scooby-Doo, I could do this. Just give you one more chance. One more chance is all you have. I wouldn't waste time on him. Once we beat him, you're next. Oh, then perhaps we can solve this without violence. I was kidding. Troops start moving now. Look at this smug little stupid face. He's like, I can't even do that. It's like his smile is like, it's like sideways, and then it's like all the way up. I don't know. That's like some Jim Carrey level face control. Here they come. Try to keep up, gentlemen. As always, get those labs and use their units against them. All right, folks. All right. Oh, Sulfurant. I hate to tell you, man, but somebody already funded the development of the Neo tank. I don't know who it was, but there's Neo tanks in this game. And I'm telling you, they're just as stinky. And the worst part about it, okay? The worst part about it, in the Orange Star campaign, if you captured the lab, they would just give you a Neo tank. So there would just be a Neo tank just popping up on your map, whether you like it or not. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Anyways, we're gonna try to keep this classy. Obviously, you know, seems like this is like your standard map with you know, standard stuff going on here. We obviously want to be capturing those labs over here because we're gonna be getting free pipe runners, folks. We got to get the free pipe runners. Yeah, the labs will spawn Neo tanks, but that was only in the Orange Star campaign. In the Blue Moon campaign here, whenever you capture a lab, they're spawning pipe runners. So it's a little bit better. A little bit better. Oh yeah, and we also have some Days of War, or Days of War, Days of Ruin units, you know, like the gunboat. Yeah. Yeah, the gunboat. That's what we got. Oh no, not the best unit in the game. Ha! Best unit in the game. Might be one of the strongest units in the game, but it is super smelly. It is a super smelly unit. Super powerful unit, though. Not gonna lie, folks. You know, the Neo tank, the Soiled Abomination is probably, arguably, like, you know, the strongest land unit. It's got movement. It's got firepower. But you know what it's also got? A horrendous stench. Horrendous stench. That's what it's got. So remember, folks, if you go and buy Neo tanks, make sure to invest in some high quality soap in order to wash that stink away. Adept, I don't know if I hate Neo tanks. I just think they're stinky. They're just a stinky unit. Stinky unit, that's it. That's all it is. Do I hate them? Maybe. Maybe I hate them a little bit. 70% hate, I'm gonna say. Smelly old Neo tanks. Anyways, so it looks like this is gonna require a whole lot of landers. We're gonna be needing landers in this one, folks. Oh yeah, we have anti-tanks. Ooh. Okay. We're gonna build up some forces. Hey, we got a subscriber. Who was that? I can't read that name. Ah, I missed it. Thank you for the subscription, friend. That was quite awesome. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to see who it was, but that's very cool. I'm very happy about that. I think with that, that should actually technically put us at 1,110, I think. So that's pretty cool. I'm pretty stoked about that one. I've been having this weird thing happen lately, and I don't really know if it's necessarily like, you know, just people just naturally unsubscribing, or if it's just like YouTube, but I've had a lot of people unsubscribing in the last little while. Maybe they're just bored with the content, you know, that's fair. But it seems like it was going up to around, I don't know. I would get 3, lose 3, get 3, lose 3 for like a long time. Then I would like get 3, lose 4, get 4, lose 2, and then it would just like constantly be going up and down like that. So I don't know what was going on with that, but you know, whatever. That's cool. Steady growth is always good. Boom. You know what else is good? Free pipe runners, folks. There we go. Got the pipe runner on the field. And then we got to bring the gunboat back because we want to be getting more infantry over there, so we can cap more stuff. Oh, speaking of which, I should probably actually, I should cap the port first. That's what I should have done. So if I capture the port first, then I can capture this. Actually, I should probably capture all the properties first. So that's kind of a mistake. So now I got to bring an infantry back over here, which is kind of annoying. That is kind of annoying. Holy moly, look at all these units already. Got a rocket. Jesus. Absolutely Jesus. Well, let's build a medium tank. Maybe money situations change. My gas price increased by 50% in 1 year. Do you live in Canada? Basically, it just sounds like the average Canadian gas price right there. It's 50% more expensive all the time. Yeah, it's pretty absurd. It is pretty absurd. Alrighty. Bada bing, bada boom. Capture this guy, and then we will continue on. Oh, this is going to be kind of, like, annoying, because if he's going to be building a whole bunch of indirects like this... I mean, with gas, I mean for heating, not cars. That's also Canada. I think my gas bill went up, too. It's like... I don't know how much it went up. How much did it go up? Quite a bit. I can't remember what my last bill was, but I know it was a significantly large amount that it went up. So that was kind of annoying. We have home heating oil in Canada. I mean, maybe. Maybe some people do. Alrighty. 43 or 36%. That's gonna cost him more money. You know what this game could probably use? I think this game could benefit greatly from some good old-fashioned battleship spam. Yeah, see, Adept. You know what's up. You know what's up. Battleship spam and cowbells. That's it. That's all we need for this one. All right. Boom. Got a battleship on the field. Let's load this guy up too. We obviously have to have the lander with the 2 medium tanks in it. Alright, that's the other thing. Alright. Day 7. Luckily for us, the gunboat only has 1 ammunition as well. So, his little attack there basically does nothing to me. It's like, yeah, he can do the damage, but I still get to use the gunboat for its intended purpose. And look at that, the battleship. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful battleship range right there. Capture Reno. Go for the drop. And there we go. Whoa, hold the phone. Ooh, I almost missed that. Almost missed that. He could come over here and attack me. How much damage did we do to him? 49? Ooh, that's not enough. We're gonna have to go over here. That's like, we don't want that to happen. That's a little too risky. A little too risky for my blood. A little too risky. Alright. Yeah, I don't think this mission is necessarily going to be like super difficult or anything. It's mostly just going to be building enough battleships that so you can actually land. I think that's all it's going to be. Now, if only we had the black boats. Oh, he's got a submarine. Well, that's not good. Alright, what can we shoot at? A single solitary tank. And then how far does this guy shoot? He doesn't shoot very far. Okay. Capture that. So this guy is going to be kind of annoying. Maybe... Wait, okay, so if I actually drop an infantry off in the port, I could potentially snag a property. Nah, I think we're just gonna brute force it. I think we're just gonna brute force it through here. Can I build a cruiser though? I am gonna need a cruiser. There we go. The music is becoming tedious. I'm gonna speed through the turns then. Alright, we'll do it. We'll do it quick. I'm not even gonna think about it. I'll think about it a little bit. Not much. Yeah, we just need that. Move here. That's it. It's done. See, that's what happens. Richie, he's an evil man. An evil man have evil, tedious musics. Yes. You did see that right. In this ROM hack, things can go through rivers. Now, it costs extra to go through the river, but you can get through. I can hide all the way up in the corner. Dirty. All the way up in the corner. Just because I don't know if this guy can actually attack this or not, I'm just gonna early strike that. Alright, end that turn. Bada bing, bada boom. Also, folks, I'm thinking that sometime in December, I am going to attempt to start doing, hopefully, a weekly stream, or at least bi-weekly stream, of non-live League content. Reviewing non-live League games. I know, crazy. For those of you that don't know, before Live League was a thing, I actually did nothing but non-live League games. It's crazy time, folks. Crazy time. Would I recommend it? Maybe. You know what? It wasn't too bad. But we're going to be getting back into it pretty soon. So, if anybody has any non-live League games that they want featured on a stream, I am going to be doing that again very soon. I think so far I have about 6 games that people want featured. So we have 6 games so far. And we are hopefully going to get some more games in the future. And also, in addition to that, I do know that Sprightmare, who is a player in Advance Wars, he's going to be starting doing some Twitch streaming, and he's actually also looking for some games to review. So if you're looking for games just in general that you want reviewed, either Live League or, you know, whatever kind of league, you can send them over to Sprightmare, or you can send them over to myself, and they will probably get featured on some sort of a channel. So I'm just gonna throw that out there, you know. Go and get those games submitted. Unfortunately, I'm planning to only play Live League games. Adept, that is the flippin' way to go, though. I'm telling you, only playing Live League games is the new future. It's the future of Advance Wars. Live format is where it's at. I personally love the live format. And, you know, it is my favorite format, and it's my favorite type of games to review. But I figured that I would just give a little bit of attention to the other format, you know? Just a little bit. Not too much. Just a little bit. One stream. This is annoying. Alright, folks. This is where we start busting out more of the classes unit in Advance Wars. We can only build one this turn, which is unfortunate. But we're going to be having more. Gentle Sprite-Mare has been talking about streaming for quite a long time, actually. I don't know if he was talking about it for, like, with anybody else, but I do know that I've seen him talk about it quite a bit. And he says that he's got pretty much everything all set up already so that he can do it. He just needs games, so... Never heard of this guy, eh? Well, Sprite-Mare is a fairly new player. He has been around for like a little while now, but I mean, like in the grand scheme of like, you know, time itself, he's a fairly newer player. Very good player. He's managed to break into, I'm gonna say like, the 1400s in like overall rating when it comes to like Global League. And in the Live League, he's somewhere around like 1300 to 1400 rated in like standard play, and I would say like similarly strong in like most game modes. So yeah, you know, he's pretty good. He's pretty good. Pretty strong guy. I would only stream if I could restart DPSI's accounts. See, I kind of miss Decide. You know, he had a really cool, what is it? A really cool channel. He had a really cool series. The Elo at every rate, or the matches at every rating. I can't remember what he's like specifically called his series, but it was a good series. Oh, I can't attack that. Okay. Yeah, that was a very cool series. I remember I got featured on that series like twice, and that was pretty cool. And I think that was like, might have actually been before I started making content, or might have been after. I can't remember specifically, but it was around one of the times. And I remember one game, I did really good against a player. And then in the other game, I got completely bodied. Completely bodied. Oh, it was so bad. It was so bad. Oh my god. I can't remember what the actual account was, because it was an alt of somebody else's account, but I can't remember who the main account was. But the account was called I'ma Get You. And I remember when I fought him, he was what was his matches? He was something absurd, like 40-0 or something, and he was rated in the 1300s at that point. Might have even been higher, but I think it was the 1300s. Yeah, I'ma Get You. But he was somebody else, but I can't remember for the life of me, like, who he was. Like, who was his main account? But it was somebody's main account. I know that for certain. Because he was definitely not a new account. It was High Funds when I fought him. And it was such a stupid match. It was such a stupid game. Because it was like one of those maps where Kanbai was allowed, right? And I remember when I was picking the COs, like, I never actually looked to see if Kanbai was available as a CO. So I didn't even think about it. And I just auto-picked Hawk because it was a pretty good map for Hawk. But it was a better map for Kanbai. So, yeah, that was a thing. That was a thing that happened. But I also made a lot of really dumb mistakes in that game. If I remember back, like, correctly. Yeah, I was pretty butt. At that game. So, mostly my fault. Hawk isn't that bad against Kanbai, but on that map, it was a mixed base map, which in theory is like, you know, not really too bad. But just the way that it was like set up, it was not really favoring me too much. But either way, is what it is, you know. We live, we learn, we get over it, we move on. And then we start basically the cult of the classy boys. You know, and that's what we do. Preaching the good word of the medium tank, folks. That's what we decided to do. Alrighty. So, I think that I am going to be able to steal one of these bases. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Would you just flippin' look at it, folks? Would you just look at it? We're stealing the base, folks. We're stealing it. Ah, yes. Bless the medium tanks in all their medium glory. Classy boys forever, folks. Classy boys forever. This sub is about to completely annihilate me. Yep. Oh, it's so painful. Alright, we're gonna get revenge, though. Block the base. Alright, folks. Day 16. Know your place, fool. My place is on top of the victory pedestal. Or something like that. Place is at number 1, folks. Unless we're talking about any official rating in Advance Wars, because then my official place would probably be more like 200 or lower. Oh, I just won. Okay, cool. Sure, why not? I'll just win. Winning is fine. I'm totally fine with just winning. We'll just build a couple victory classy boys. And we'll just shoot at some random stuff that we see. I still find it absurd that the battleships can fire on subs when they're underwater. It just doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem right, folks. What's the point of being able to stealth a sub if you can just shoot it with a battleship? Well, there we go, folks. I suppose we'll just win. Game, set, and match. Boom! The win is ours, folks. The win is ours. You may have won this round, but don't get overconfident. This was all just another step in Sturm's grand master plan. I heard that one before. You'll all continue to lose. You'll see, rich boy. You'll all see. Your resources pulled us through, Richie. Me? Oh, no. I just owe my country a favor. And yes, they can, Adept. Yes, they can. A favor. That's it? That's all? I think you owe Blue Moon a lot more than that, buddy. Easy there. We won today, remember? I just want to say one thing to you, Richie. You helped us here and now. But, just before this battle, I was contacted by an orphanage that houses war victims. There are more of them than even I knew about. They said they confirmed that 2 of their children have CO powers. What's this got to do with me, Evan? The powers in question are based upon wealth. Wealth that they don't have, mind you. But I thought maybe you could do that orphanage some charity. I think that would convince me that I was wrong about you. I see. With their powers and my money, they'll become the mightiest warriors of all War's world. Beautiful. Richie, I don't think that's quite the idea here. Evan, I must know their names. I shall adopt them at once. Oh, their names are Quick! Where's the nearest phone? Evan, I think your intentions just backfired big time. Well, hey, this could turn out to be good for Blue Moon, right? We've done well. We should rest for now.
Mission complete.
This is a plot twist indeed, folks. So, Colin and Sasha potentially might have been war orphans that have CO powers based on money, and they may or may not be adopted by the evil Richie. That might explain some things. Doesn't actually explain anything, but it might explain nothing. It explains nothing. Richie, evil man. Richie Rich. Terrible guy. Absolutely terrible guy. Anyways, Teal Galaxy, name drop in Advance Wars by Web Armies right here, folks. There we go. We have successfully completed Blue Moon. It has been completed. Absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful indeed. I'm just going to run to the bathroom real quick here, folks, and then we will continue on. We will do a few of the missions over here in the Yellow Comet region. So I will be back. And then I just need to do this thing. There we go. We're back, folks. Whoa! I pressed the wrong button. There we go. Wow! Press the wrong button again. Alright. Send this over here. You want me to bust out the chalkboard? You mean that chalkboard? Wait. That one? That chalkboard right there? No. Not gonna do it. It's my daughter's chalkboard. Also, I actually have my light on today. I don't know if you guys can see because I blur the background, but my daughter, I gave her this Mario Kart racetrack for her birthday. And she has 6 Mario Kart racers for that racetrack, folks. She's got a Toad, a Yoshi, a Peach, a Luigi, a Mario, and a Waluigi. $50-inch TV? What? You better not be watching me on a 50-inch TV. It's absurd. I'm probably like 8 inches tall on that TV. That's like too much. Absolutely too much. Alright, so I'll tell you what, Mr. Cannon Fodder. In the future, since you watch me on a 50-inch TV, next time I do a video for Lively Game of the Day, I'm going to write something on that. You're not going to know what it is, because it's going to be blurry. But if you can tell me what's written on there, I'll give you something. I don't know what, but I'll give you something. It'll be a secret message just for you. Alright, folks. We're going to start Yellow Comet. Rescue the prisoners and repel our foes. Alright, so this is Can by Light, maybe. I don't know. Sir, we've gotten word that our scouting party was captured. Captured? We must mount a rescue at once. Alright, I'll do it every time for you. Reggie, are you sure? We don't have many men rallied at this moment. No excuses. There are more men, and we shall save them. Or they are our men, and we shall save them. To leave them in the hands of the enemy does us a great dishonor. Kanbai would love this guy. Oh my god. This guy obviously like idolizes Kanbai. We still don't know a lot about the enemy though. Your cowardice heaps shame upon the Yellow Comet army, Rocky. My man. Cowardice? Seriously? You can't just say that after complaining about deployment costs and... Oh, so that's why you want to mount a rescue. Well, can't let the soldiers you paid go to waste, right? That's enough out of you. On with the battle. Beautiful. On with the battle. Alright, every single time from now on, I will have some sort of a secret message written on this chalkboard back here. And I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be something. Anyways. So you wish to take back your army captured weapons, Commander. Bah. Whoever you are, you will return my weapons and my men. They belong to Yellow Comet. I paid good money for them. They will serve our purposes much more effectively. Men, attack! I like this theme. I don't know what this theme is from, folks, but I like it. I like this theme. Yeah, that isn't a secret. Folks, one of my students is a huge Leafs fan. And every single time I see him, I tell him that the Leafs suck, and he hates it. But I find it hilarious. Kanbai's rival in swordsmanship. He never backs down from a challenge. His hit is strategy, and his miss is luck. What? It does have some Fire Emblem vibes. This man's hit is strategy, folks. That is the complete opposite of Kanbai. Complete opposite. Kanbai. What is going on here? Alright. Units cost 10% more. Attack and defense start at plus 20 each. Each turn decreases by 4 with each attack command. Stops at minus 20. What? Okay. Hold the phone. Wait. Oh my god. Okay, I need to process this. Units cost 10% more. Right, okay, so that's easy. Attack and defense start at plus 20. Each turn. Plus 20 each turn and decreases by 4 with each attack. So is that like for every unit? So every single turn they're going to go down by 4? But is it only when they attack? So they start at plus 20. So they're 20-20. But they're going to attack and then they're going to lose 4. Okay, so that's neat. I mean, that's cool. So you... Okay, so essentially you don't... Okay, so this is where the strategy comes in. Alright, so I'm kind of getting this guy. Alright, so he's all about strategy. So you can't just willy-nilly attack anything with the units here. Like, you have to make sure that, okay, so you buy the big flippin' classiest unit in Advanced Wars by Web. You don't attack anything with the classiest unit in Advanced Wars by Web until you find the guy that you want to destroy. Okay. So they start at plus 20 each turn and decrease by 4 with each attack command. Stops at minus 20. Okay, so maybe, yeah, so that just refreshes every turn, maybe. That's a possibility. Alright, well, anyways, I'm totally confused, and we're gonna figure it out, folks. Bamboo Cutter, folks. Attack and defense boost set to plus 20. Does not decrease this turn. It's plus 25% counterattacks. That is the Bamboo Cutter. Boom, right there. And then the Divine Move, attack and defense boost is set to plus 40 and does not decrease this turn, plus 50% counter attack. So this guy is probably, it sounds like he's more about setting up. He's more about the counterattacks and the setup rather than actually attacking. Yeah, this is fairly God mode, folks. This is fairly God mode. Alright, so he's all about the setup. All right, so we're just gonna girth our way into the battlefield here, and that's it. That's all we're gonna do. Anyways, we got Scooby-Doo here, folks. Scooby-Doo, the Blood Drinker, a Black Hole Army officer who attacks relentlessly in the night. Every night he just relentlessly attacks. All right, his hit is Swords and his miss is Volkner, because nobody likes Volkner, folks. Nobody likes Volkner. Yeah, you would have to do 10 attacks to get minus 20, minus 20. So essentially, you can do 5 attacks and just be base. So the least amount of units you have, the better. Alright. Anytime a unit attacks, they steal some fuel from the target. Non-ground units have 10 less attack power. Okay, so the Dark Inferno. This turn, units ignite some fuel for extra damage. However, they also take recoil damage. Armageddon. This turn, units ignite some fuel for massive damage. However, they also take recoil damage and drop to 10 fuel. Alright, folks. So we're going to pay attention to absolutely nothing that we just learned, and we're just going to give her. That's what we're going to do, folks. We're going to just give her. Alright, where can this guy go? He can go all the way to here, so we're going to set up right here. Set up right here. And what can they do? Nothing. They can't do anything about it. We're so powerful. I'm just going to send her. That's it. We're just sending her. I'm just going to send that guy there. What are you gonna do? Break the pipe seam and let my guys out? No. Alright, well, both of these guys got good music at least. So, that's a bonus. %. Wait, do they have air units? They do. They have 1 air unit, so I can't lose the anti-air. Okay. Alright. Mandatory that we keep the anti-air alive. Alright, we're just going to set up like that. We're going to allow him to come to us. Then we are going to demolish him. Absolutely demolish him in one fell swoop. Now see if we can pull it off. right? The battlecopter has made a play. Oh no. Oh no, he's gonna capture my headquarters. It's terrible. Alright, maybe we can't just send her, folks. Or maybe we can. Maybe we can, folks. Boom. Alright. How much time do we have left? Is he gonna go? No, he's not even gonna capture the headquarters. Okay. It's okay. We don't need the anti-air anymore. What we do need is something to survive. Okay, we got the 5. On an 80. Down here. Bada bing, bada boom. Alright. We probably should have just set up by the HQ. Maybe giving her was the wrong move, folks. Giving her might have been the wrong move. But you know what? I think it's fine. I think it's fine. As long as we got the tank, that's all we need, folks. We keep the tank alive, and we'll win the game. All we need is the tank. That's it. Ah, you know what? It probably is going to take forever to beat the mission now. I think it is definitely still possible, but yeah, that'll take a while. Okay. Defeat on my bitter tongue.
Mission start.
There's no such thing as defeat, folks. Only a tactical retreat. That's it. I guess the other thing that I could do if I really wanted to is I could delete the recon and I could start blasting my units out here. Options, delete, boom. Yeah, I'm gonna bust out. Alright, that's what we're gonna do. 42%, man. It's wild. Is it too much damage? Yes. Now, we're also not actually going to fully bust out just yet. What we're going to do is we're going to wait until they come a little bit closer to us so that we're safe. We have a safe, you know, bust out. That's what we need. And we're gonna keep the tank safe. Boop, bum, ba, 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 bum. It's okay. Losing one mech is perfectly fine. pretty much as soon as that is gone. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I get one more attack, which I actually don't need to take. And I bust out north next turn. That's what we do. My little soldiers, burn them to the ground with your fuel. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing that I actually need to understand about the seal before I go on any further. So for Armageddon, so this turn, units ignite some fuel for massive damage. However, they also take recoil damage and drop to 10 fuel. So does that mean that they do extra damage based on how much fuel they have left? Or is it just like a set amount? Because right now, he used the power, and he's sitting at 120% attack. So there's my question. That's my question of the day. Oh yeah, I also need to bust this out. Captured units escaped. What incompetence is this? Oh my god. It's almost like I knew exactly what I was doing from the beginning. Ha! Alright, we need to destroy that, and then we need to get rid of the flippin' mech. Boom! Get him! That's what I'm talking about. Get him out of here. Yeah, might be set amount. Do. Alright, day 6. Could pop the power, but I'm not going to. Why? Because I don't want to. Not yet. It's not power time yet, folks. Okay, just get rid of that guy. 68%. 79%. Attack from up here. One for that. Bada bing, bada boom. Get rid of this guy. That's it. Alright. Yeah. This man's got 56,000 money, folks. This dude is by far too rich. And I have 2 ammo left. %67 damage. Beautiful. See, Scooby-Doo, he never expected that the recon would sacrifice himself for the greater good, folks. He didn't expect it. And this is what happens when you don't expect things. Ooh. This guy is out of fuel now, right? Yeah. Okay. Or not fuel. Out of ammo. Did my APC survive? Oh, it did survive. And get this man to the front line. Holy moly. Alright, let's go. A trained monkey would make a better strategist than you. Well, it depends on how good he has been trained. There are some pretty smart monkeys out there. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we're getting close. We're getting close. This mech is going to do the biggest flipping hit. It's going to be the biggest hit next turn. It's going to be so good. Now, what's the normal one do? Okay, so for this one, it's not plus 20% to your already existing firepower. It's just you're set at plus 20. Okay, so I understand this. How much do we do? 60. Flippin' 6. It's too late to beg for mercy. Busting out the bamboo cutter, folks. Here we go. Absolutely flipping glorious. And we didn't even need the APC, folks. The APC would have helped. For obvious reasons. But we didn't need them. Oh, I guess I need to destroy the transport copter. That's probably a thing that I should do. Yeah. I just realized if my mech is gonna be destroyed, if the mech is gonna be destroyed, guys, we kind of need to, like, you know, do something about that. Unfortunately, the artillery can't do it all by himself. He can try. He can definitely give it the old try. But it's probably not enough. Alright, we're gonna get him. This transport copter is obviously not gonna just run around the entire map, right? Right? It's not gonna happen, guys. It's not gonna happen. Won't happen. It's impossible. This will make our fireworks look like I'm in a Spock. Ah! That's right. Alright, Scooby-Doo, he's accepted his fate. So I've been defeated, but I learned something very important. I wish you luck in the next bout, Commander. That was pretty quick. Nice one, Reggie. We could do this, you know, Sammy debut style. Since it was so easy, why not take the next one? Oh, no you don't. The next battle is yours. You must gain experience if you want to stop relying on others. What if I don't want to do that, Reggie? If only logic weren't one of his powers.
Mission complete.
Mission complete. Boom. Got him. Yeah, Adept. We could do it Sammy debut style and just wait 35 days. Raise your voices in victory. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We have defeated Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo has been defeated today. Save current data. Sure. We're going to be using, you know, save states, but why not? All right. Clear a path for Ayano's scouting helicopters. So this will probably be, I don't know. How long have we been going for? An hour and 27 minutes? Well, I want to hit at least 2 hours, so we'll see. Clear a path for Ayano's scouting helicopters. Sakura, may I have a word? I'll be needing your help. Ayano. I was just looking for you. about your latest column. I wasn't kidding about any of it. I've seen them stealing our fuel. Listen, I want to get a closer look. But they've got a big missile battery. My news choppers can't get close. I need you to destroy them. You can slip under the cover of darkness and blast them. So you want me to do this? We need more info on this enemy. Though we should probably get authorization from the Emperor. That's too slow. He's way back in the capital, remember? Just yesterday, I was in the capital, actually. I hid one of his good socks, so he has to search for it. Folks, we're getting so much backstory lore here. Remember when Kanbai couldn't find his sock? Well, it would appear that it was Sakura. Sakura was the one that did it, folks. She hid the sock. Huh, that's surprisingly mischievous of you. You're right, though. We'll send out an intel unit to handle the missiles. I always lying. Yellow gold, folks. Yellow gold. That's what we got going on. Ah, it's a fog of war mission. Rats. What's this? Such a small force won't breach our defenses. You detected us that quickly. I must be getting sloppy. But I think I can get the job done with a small force. We'll see about that. Units, prepare the silos for fire. It's very trumpety. Alrighty, folks. Sakura, a close friend of Sonya's. She manages Yellow Comet's intelligence units. Her hit is foxes, obviously. And her miss is raccoons. Folks, this is a fun fact about raccoons. Okay, so, as you guys know, I'm from Canada, right? And we obviously have raccoons up here. But I have gone my entire life without actually seeing a raccoon. Like, I know they're around. They get into my trash sometimes. They cause messes. I know they're around my house. I know they specifically live in an abandoned house that's down the road from me. But I've never seen them. Until last night, I finally saw 2 of the raccoons with my own eyes. So I know they exist. They do not talk about me. I very much doubt that they even talk. It's a lie. It's a dirty lie. Alright. Units do +5 extra damage for every ally in vision range. Counterattack damage is 25% weaker. Sneak attack increases the vision range of all units by 1 space and allows them to see into woods and reefs. Dragon Wheel increases unit vision by 1 space and allows them to see into woods and reefs. Counterattack strike before a foe's attack. Okay. But her counterattacks are 25% weaker, folks. You have to remember that. Units do 5 extra damage for every ally in vision range. Okay, so it's specifically for the unit. So recons have a potential of doing upwards to 50% extra of attack. Same with missiles and subs. But artillery, medium tanks, and rockets don't, because they can't see as far. But they would be able to see farther when you use your co-power. Okay, so that's kind of neat. It's a neat little power, little ability. I like it. Now, what I don't like is Fog of War missions. They absolutely infuriate me. Hate them so much. Hello, Cartel. Welcome to the stream. We are playing the game that you told me to play. We're here once again. And we are going to be making our way through this battle. Now, was there anything else I was supposed to do in this? Destroy all of the missile units to complete this mission. So we just have to destroy the missiles. So we have to find the missiles. You know what? I'm having fun, Cartel. Who is the guy that I liked? Surge. Surge is a flippin' monster. Best CO in the entire game, folks. Surge. Anyways, this is probably an absolute mistake. Oh yeah, the fun ends here. Fog of War plus missiles. Worst time of my life. Now, if only I knew how many missiles there were. Yeah, the hack is pretty easy overall if you just don't play like an idiot. Which I definitely do play like an idiot on most occasions. But you know what? It's okay. Oh, I wish I could see. I just want to be able to see things, folks. That's it. That's all I want. It's like, is there something in the forest? Do I gotta watch out? Are there things everywhere on the map? Probably. And Cartel, I blame you also for my irrational fear of the Fog of War, folks. It's all because of the Cartel mission a long time ago called Sneak Peek. Ever since I played that mission, I never used to, like, you know, necessarily dislike Fog of War missions, but that one in particular gave me so much anxiety that it's just like, it's just why? Why did it have to be so evil? It was an evil mission, folks. Evil mission. That was a fun mission, though, in all reality. Sneak Peek, great mission. Lots of fun. Just very difficult. Very difficult. Probably wasn't even really that difficult, you know. I just needed to figure out what was going on. Also, I have no idea. I have no idea if this guy's gonna, like, bust out, like, a bomber. Or, like, what is gonna be popping up. It's like, wow, there's a flippin' battlecopter there. And I just sent the anti-air back because I'm paranoid about the HQ. Okay, so I get more firepower with every single unit that's in range of this attack. So if I set up like that, that's like 15% more firepower. Yeah, let's do this. Boom. Probably could have did more. This map has the problem of not being able to prepare for anything that comes. Too few hiding spaces. Folks, we found a missile. We found the missile. The game is over, folks. That guy is going to get destroyed. We're going to do it. We're going to find him. He's going to get blasted to smithereens. But the question is, what does the missile have around it? Right? He's got stuff, folks. There's definitely some stuff here. And it's not good. It's not good stuff. It's the bad kind of stuff. And the missiles fire farther in the ROM hack, folks. Okay? So, we also have to keep that in mind. Let's see if I can just capture property. I would like to just send it, but I also don't want to have to redo the Fog of War mission. See, that's the problem. This is my only motivation for this, is that I don't want to have to reset the Fog of War mission. If I reset the Fog of War mission, I'm probably going to just give up. Just gonna give up, folks. That's all it is. Can't redo it. Can't redo it. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't actually give up, but I would consider it. We're gonna send it though. It is gonna get sent. Like a little bit of getting sent, and a whole lot of getting absolutely flipping livid. Absolutely livid. Where did that tank come from? What even is this? Who is this man? This man should not exist. Okay, we gotta send a battlecopter in. We're gonna hope, wishing, and hoping, and planning, and something else. Okay. No, I lost vision. We cannot lose the vision. This is one of the most important things. 88%. And it doesn't even matter if I destroy it, because the AI is going to know exactly where I am. Okay. All those silos, and you only get one mech. This is also very true. You only get one mech. What's with that? Where's the multiple mechs? More mechs, folks. Get more mechs on the field. No. Alright, folks. It would appear that there's a missile up here somewhere. Also, why is my APC not getting healed? There it is. There's the guy. Hiding there. A jerk. A jerk butt. Now, is my APC gonna get healed this turn? Nope. All right. Okay, folks. We have ourselves an issue. We have a big issue here. It would appear that the game hates APCs. It's the only thing. It's the only thing that it could be. We have an APC here, but the game's like, nah, I don't want to heal it. I don't want to heal the APC. Well, you see, this is an issue because I want the APC to survive. And if the APC doesn't survive, how am I supposed to refuel the units? Huh? That's just it. How are we supposed to do this? And how did I still not destroy this? It's too strong, folks. It's too strong. Strength is unmatched. Alright, send the tanks back for heals. The version you had normal APCs, eh, Cartel? Bullet barrage. Pew, pew. Shoot him, McGavin. Did you notice it displays their true HP? Whoa, it does. What? No! How come I didn't... What? Dude. What even is that? That's wild. Folks, okay, you know what? That's awesome. That is actually awesome. That's a chef's kiss right there. The enemy destroyed a missile. Counterattack now, you fools. Well, it's too late. You see, I am already here, destroying your army. Boom! There's another army destroyed right there. What are you gonna do about it, huh? Nothing. There's nothing you can do about it. It's all over. I guess we'll try to build a rig. Like, I don't know. We'll try that. We'll see if that works. That's super cool, though. Like, 100%. The fact that it's actually showing the HP is wildly awesome. Wildly awesome. Imagine if you could build a city. And imagine, for a moment, if you would, that the city gives you income. How cool would that be? That would be extra cool. Oh my god. Oh, man. You know what? This is gonna take actually, like, a long time. Because I only have 3 HP. Okay, so, yeah. We're probably going to abandon that idea. I don't think that we are gonna actually continue on with that idea. Yep. I don't think it's gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, folks. Alright, hold on. Let me see here. There's nowhere... Oh, wait. We can put it on... I can go in the water. I can go in the water. And it'll be fine. Okay. We got a plan. We got a plan, folks. Who the heck was that? Folks, there's a flippin' scary mech. There's a scary mech, and it's floating around here somewhere. Anyways, I want to attack this right here. Because if everything works out the way that I think it's not going to, then we got ourselves another good attack here. Now, we're going to set this up first, and then we're just going to pray. We're going to pray right now, folks. We are going to say, hey, Mr. Advance Wars Man. Mr. Advance Wars Man in the sky. Let's go ahead and not allow me to be destroyed. I'm also going to use a super just because why not? My honor is at stake here, folks. That's what they say. Dragon wheel. Dragging the wheel. Alright. That wheel does not spin. Only drag. See? Oh, he's got a flipping APC here, folks. Look at that. Look at that. This man is getting ready for some flippin' action-packed combat over here. Now, I mostly just wanted to use it so I could see this. Folks, I might be wrong about this, but I think we might be safe up north. You know, I don't think that there's actually anything up there. Now I say that now, but I could be wrong. We're gonna... Oh, wait, well, we can't send that. We're gonna send this guy into the middle. I'll send this guy right here. We did finish Blue Moon Cartel. We finished Blue Moon and we finished Orange Star. We're getting places. Look at this guy. Look at him! The boldness of this individual over here. It's not gonna happen, folks. It's not gonna happen. Yeah, the Blue Moon missions were kind of fun. It was okay. I don't really know if any of them were necessarily like anything super crazy or not. But I like some of the COs. The magic guy was a kind of a interesting gimmick. Very interesting gimmick. Richie is an absolute menace and should be stopped. Because he's pure evil. And he shouldn't be allowed to exist. I like the lore drops in Blue Moon. There was lots of fun lore drops. Yeah, in general, it was a pretty good time. Pretty good time over in the Blue Moon region. Ho 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 ho! We found him. We found him. I'm gonna get him. It's gotta be it. It's gotta be the last one. There's no way that there's any more. Only one missile. Only one missile left. Faulkner, are you mad? Their objective couldn't be clearer. They're aiming to clean your anti-air defenses entirely. See? Scooby-Doo is the only guy. He's the only guy that actually knows what's up. This dude's intelligent. He's got a plan. Oh my god, there's an artillery unit right there. Holy macaroni and cheese. We're gonna have to launch a missile. Gonna have to launch a missile at him, folks. It's the only thing that we can do. It's the only thing that's gonna save the tank. Anyways, this guy is obviously hiding up here in this corner. It's the only spot that he could possibly be. So that's where we're going, folks. We're going up to the corner. Top corner of the map. Was that the missile? Was that the flippin' missile? Did it just try to evade me? What the hell? Would you look at that, folks? Would you just look at it? Look at this man trying to hide in the shade. But what he does not know, folks, is that I have 107,900 money. And I am going to be freaking putting it in a sack. And I'm going to be beating this man within an inch of his life very soon. and it's going to be absolutely wonderful. And I can't wait to do it. I just don't have enough firepower to finish the missile off yet. This turn is going to happen. All right, this tank right there, he's the one that's got the sack full of money. Boom, he hits him, and that's it. A most excellent performance. Now let's get out of here. What are you waiting for, Volkner? They're escaping the battlefield. But I don't have any more units to chase them. You incompetent. Very well. We know they can scout us out. We just have to set up a foxhole for that girl. But wait. I just commanded armies. I don't do the icky stuff. A trap, you idiot. I'm talking about a trap.
Mission complete.
Like I said, folks, Scooby-Doo is probably the best villain so far. You know, he seems to have some logic. He seems to know what's actually going on. Clown Girl is kind of, well, she's got some assets, I guess. She's got some assets. Volkner is like an absolutely bumbling buffoon. And I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Perfect planning wins the day. So soccer is kind of cool. This is actually a really interesting day-to-day power, too. Like, it's actually, like, very cool. So it's like she definitely benefits from the whole death ball scenario, you know? The more she death balls, the more damage she can do. So she doesn't do a whole lot with counterattack damage, but I mean, that's fine. She'd probably do really good with like a lot of indirect firepower stuff, you know? So I think it would be pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. Anyways, we have completed about 4 missions here. Blue Moon is complete. Orange Star is complete. We're 2 missions into Yellow Comet. I think we are probably going to call the stream there. And then next time we come here, we will do this mission, which involves this person with a long nose. And then we'll do this mission with this fella. Whatever his name was. I can't remember what his name is. But he's probably going to be something like Sensei. That's my guess. That's what I'm going to guess. Good riddance. Keep spreading the word of classiness. Good riddance of that missile. Yes. Good riddance. Adept is like, good. Finally. Get this guy out of here. We don't need him anymore. Get him off my screen. Had enough of this. Adept, drink lots of water, my friend. You got to make yourself super healthy. Super healthy and happy. That's what it's all about. Alrighty, folks. Like I said, that's going to be it. Just a recap here, though. We are going to be hopefully doing some Global League and tournament replay reviews in December. So do join my Discord and send me some links there to some games that you are super proud of. Send some games to Sprite-Mare because he's looking for games so he can start up his own streams as well over on Twitch. So that'll be super cool. We are going to be finishing this mod throughout the month of December, and it's going to be complete. And then in the new year, we are going to be streaming a brand new game. We're going to be streaming a brand new game, folks, and it's not even going to be Advance Wars. It's not. It's going to be something else. Something else entirely. Rip and Surthgive played a game yesterday. Was it Global League or was it Live League? Because Rip's been playing a lot of Global League. I mean, a lot of Live League lately, and it's pretty cool. But all the content creators are going to be doing something very special for the month of December, too. Or at least a bunch of us have signed up for it. So there's also going to be something really fun involving all that pretty soon. So that's going to be pretty cool. Got to watch out for that. But hopefully in the new year, as soon as I get all the stuff delivered to me, we're going to be busting out some Wargroove 1 and 2. And I'm finally going to be playing the Wargroove on stream, and we're going to try it out. I have heard that apparently there are some classy units in Wargroove, and there are some stinky units in Wargroove. So I'm excited to find out what that's all about. And I know the fellow content creator, Marco Maps, will probably be very excited to hear that news. We're going to get to it, folks. All I have to do is just wait. Wait for it to arrive. Rip is so fast, I can't believe it. I mean, he would be fast. He would be fast. See, that's the thing is, like, with these, like, top-level players, right? You have two types of top-level players. You have the guys that are really, really good at Global League. Right? Because they get to have a lot of time, they get to move plan, they get to figure things out. Then you have the top players that already know basically like what the 90th percentile of best move is, or like the 10th percentile, or whatever it is, right? Whatever is like really high. They already automatically know what that is, and they can solve a map really, really fast, and they can play really fast. Like Starflash is one of those guys. I've seen a couple other people play really fast and really good too. Well, that's what it's all about. If you know the maps, if you can solve the maps really fast, you can play really quick. And that's why some of those people are really, really good. Usually you only see like really top level players lose a lot of time is when they're playing other top level players. That's really about it. Like, if they're fighting us common folk, they're usually just walking all over us when it comes to it. But yeah, no. Surthgive versus Rip. I will probably look for that. And we will probably cover it. I think I just covered. Didn't I just cover one of those guys? I feel like I just covered Surthgive, didn't I? Videos. Yeah, I just did Surthgive in Poland. I did I Am Speed, who is Darth Noob, by the way. Darth Noob 7 and Chloe Box. And I did Rip in Poland. But also Noob Plane. Floppa sent me a replay that I think I have to do too. He fought somebody and he was feeling very proud of it, so I think I'm gonna do that one also. I don't know which one is better though. I don't know if Wargroove 1 is better or Wargroove 2 is better. I'm not sure because I know virtually nothing about the games outside of just watching like a couple like tournaments that Marco Maps was hosting. I didn't know what was going on in the tournaments. I just know that like some rat guy died and then somebody lost. And that was it. And I was like, right on, win conditions, right? This is what it's all about. Win conditions. Apparently Wargroove has a lot of different win conditions. So it should be kind of cool. Zen told me the second game's campaign is better. Well, that kind of makes sense. I mean, usually when it comes to the second game, it's a lot more polished out. So it does make sense. I mean, tactically, Advance Wars 2, the campaign is better, I would say. Personally, I like the format of Advance Wars 1 campaign more than Advance Wars 2, but they're both fine. I would say like maybe the missions in 2 are better, but they're only better because you can actually usually just choose how you want to play the mission. Because you can build more units. Like I don't know. I like the missions where you start with units pre-deployed and you fight and figure it out. That's great. If you want to build units too, that's also great. They're both fine. Either way. Dual Strikes campaign I didn't really like as much though. That's just me. Ooh. I mean the campaign was okay. The one reason I don't like I might be talking a little bit too much here, but the one reason why I don't like Dual Strikes campaign is specifically because the hard campaign, you can just choose whoever you want to play. And that's it. Now, obviously, you can play the traditional CEOs in those matches. And that's fine, but I would prefer like 2 different modes. Like I want to do the hard campaign where it forces you to play the characters, and then maybe another campaign which is also hard where you can choose the things. Like I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, but I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. It's too powerful. But I mean, the one thing that is nice about Dual Strike is you can kind of make the game as hard or as easy as you want, I suppose. Yeah. Confuse it with the War Room? Maybe. Oh well. Anyways, blah is what it is. Now, do I have anything else that I need to discuss before I go? Oh yeah, I was hosting a low funds tournament over on my Discord, and it's actually coming to its conclusion here pretty soon. So I'm gonna be releasing a week-long sort of mini series where I'm just covering one game from every single round up until the finals. So as soon as the final match is finished, I'm going to be recording the last game, and then we're gonna have 1 week of just low funds games until that one's done too. So that's going to be very cool. Very cool. I thought it was very cool. The games involve a lot of infantry, and tanks and any sort of vehicle unit that you get are super good because they're so valuable that if they lose or die or get out of here, like it's crazy. It's crazy bad. I ended up fighting a player in one of the rounds, and they ended up beating me because I was silly, and I did one move that was, yeah, it's 500 gold per property. I did one move where I was like, okay, I just need to, like, it's gonna sacrifice a little bit, but if I do this, this, and this, I can clear this spot and I can take control of this ground. Well, it ended up me sacrificing too many things, and because we just couldn't get the funds together to rebuild an adequate army, since my opponent was managed to stay like a tank ahead and like a few units ahead, they just managed to just snowball the entire way up. But yeah, it was kind of neat. It was a good game though. Good game. I won't be featuring that one, but I have a better one of that round in store, so that's cool. But yeah, 500 gold per property. The only thing that I did when it comes to those games is I preset some income at the beginning of the game. So depending on what the map looked like, I would give the players either anywhere between like 3,000 to 5,000 gold to begin with. And that was only because on some of the maps that you play on, you wouldn't be able to actually buy enough infantry to just continuously have infantry. So one player would just have a massive first turn advantage over the others. So to counter that, I gave them extra money so that they could at least get to like day 4 or 5 without having a base skip. And then after that, they're on their own. Buy their tanks and do whatever. Exactly, Valior. Exactly. And Barry over here, Valior, he is hosting a flippin' 2 versus 2 tournament all over the flippin' Advanced Wars by Web Discord. It's already in motion, and that is going to be super cool. That is super cool. Some of the games have already finished. Some of them have not. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm very excited to see how that one is going to turn out. Oh, also. I have to make Barry a moderator. Barry is actually the moderator in my Discord as well. So I'm going to make him a mod here. Because I don't have any mods. And I need one mod. One mod that can do whatever he wants. I don't care if he actually does anything. He just gets the blue message and gets my praise. Anyways, that's going to be it, folks. So I will see you next week. Probably on the Sunday. And we will get her done. We're going to get done with the Yellow Comet. And then everything is going to be merry. So enjoy your day, folks. Take care. And bye-bye for now.